I'm just gonna jump into this story, like no introduction, we're just jumping in. So while I was at Playlist Live, my lovely friend Melissa introduced me to the Bumble app. And if you don't know, Bumble is basically like Tinder, except that girls have to make the first move and start the conversation within 24 hours, and if they don't, then the match expires and it is gone forever. Also, what's different about Bumble is that it has a BFF setting, where you can find people to be like friends with and to go out to eat or coffee or whatever. Over this past weekend, I was kind of bored, so I decided that I was going to explore the BFF section of Bumble. So I go to my settings on Bumble, scroll down, and I select BFF. And then I saw that right above BFF, it said men and women. Like it was listed men, women, men and women, BFF. I thought that I could select more than one, and that I could have men and women BFFs. I don't know why I did this for men and women, but basically I thought that I could have like both gender BFF options. So I clicked BFF, then I clicked men and women. Then I started talking to this chick who we will call Sasha. And Sasha seemed really cool, so we basically decided that we were going to meet up the next day and hang out. The plan was that I was going to go over to her house, and then we were going to go over to Universal City Walk because she lived close to Universal. At first, I was super nervous because I don't know this chick, and we'd only been talking for a few hours and we already made plans to like hang out. And then I imagined this whole situation turning into a Lifetime movie called The Bumble BFF, where I get murdered by somebody that I thought was going to be my best friend. But then I was like, nah, let's do this. So I drove to this chick's house, which is in a nice neighborhood, by the way. When I get to her house, you know, she opens the door, formally introduces herself, I formally introduce myself, and I noticed that there are like 4 kids in there between the ages of maybe 6 and 11, and I figured that maybe they're her younger siblings or nieces and nephews. I don't know. That's not important. Anyways, we sit in like her dining room area, and I ask her kind of like the typical question, do you have any hobbies? What do you do for fun? And she told me that she'd been doing tarot card readings for like 8 years. So me being my open-minded and nice self, I replied, well, that's cool. How'd you get into that? And then she told me how when she was younger, her mom used to go to readings and take Sasha along with her. So that's how she kind of got into it. Then she goes, would you like a reading? And I've never really been into readings or really believed in any kind of psychic or tarot card or palm readings or anything like that, but I figured, why the heck not? I'm getting to know this chick as a friend and I don't want to be rude, so sure, I'll let her do a tarot card reading. So she did like the basic reading, which was surprisingly accurate. And if y'all want an actual video about the tarot card reading itself, then let me know in the comments below. But anyways, she finished the basic reading and she asked me, do you have any specific questions? So I was like, what the heck? What about my love life? Then, no joke, she said,
I think I might be able to answer that without the cards.
And me being my oblivious self, I was like, what? Then she gave me a look, but not like any look, the look, like I'm about to kiss you look. Then she leaned in, like, to kiss me. And I backed up real quick. I was like, hey-o. Why'd I react like that? Yes, I said hey-o, like Rico in Hannah Montana. Don't judge me. I'm a really awkward person when I'm put in awkward situations. So then Sasha, like, straightened up real quick. She's like, I'm so sorry. Then I kind of, like, cut her off, and I was like, don't stress it, but do you do that to, like, all your Bumble BFFs? And then she looked at me really confused, and she was like,
what are you talking about?
and I was like, you know, the BFF setting on Bumble, like, where we met? And then she's like, nah, I have my settings on men and women, not BFF. And I said, oh, well, I have my settings on BFF and men and women. And she's like, that's not possible. And I'm a person that always is right, or always likes to think that I'm right. So I was like, no, I have it on both. So I whipped out my phone, went to the settings. Lo and behold, my settings are on men and women. I can't even begin to tell you how many times I apologized to this girl because I felt so bad. I felt like I let her on. She basically thought that we were having a date, and I thought that I was making a new friend. Fun times in the life of me. But Sasha was like very understanding. She's like, nah, it's cool, don't worry about it. And then we continued to hang out in her dining room, and she continued the tarot card reading. I just felt so bad and awkward about the whole thing because like this girl thought that we were on a date. I didn't think that we were on a date. I thought that I was making a new friend. How would y'all have reacted if you found yourself on an accidental date? Let me know in the comments below. I really, really, really want to know how y'all would react. Anyways, that's it for this video. If you liked it, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you're new around here, hi, I am Michelle, and it's so nice to meet you. I'd love for you to stick around by clicking that subscribe button below, and then we can become BFFs and not go on an accidental date. And make sure to check out my social media links below. I'm going to be doing a giveaway soon. down on one of them and y'all won't know, so make sure to follow me on all the social media links that I have listed below. Until next time, stay classy and I'll see you on my next video. Bye!